Do whatever you need to do. But here's the deal. Here's my dad. Wrap that around you, Dad. Wrap that around you. Okay? Okay? Just tie yourself a little knot. Just to give you a crazy little example. Just something real crazy here that'll kind of help you understand. This is my dad. Now, my dad hurt me back in 1968. Okay? And I left home, and I haven't been around my dad anymore. Because I hate him. I hate his guts. I hate what he did. I hate what he did to my mama. I hate what he did to the family. And some of you are acting like you're right, and I have not given you that much to write yet. Could you please stop being so rude? Especially those of you in leadership. Now, come on now. You'll know when to write. Amen. Don't hold your head down. Hold your head up. After this week, you're going to have to hold your head up, babies. It's not going to do me any good to do this if you, amen. Come on now. I'm your friend. I promise you I'm your friend. I'm your pastor. Okay. So now I hate Dad, and Dad's gone, and I'm away. I have moved away from him. But everywhere I go, somehow I still seem to be, I didn't invite him to my wedding, but I took him on my honeymoon. I won't invite him to the family reunion, but he keeps showing up at the table. Do you see that the only reason Dad is hanging around in my dreams and all of my relationships is because I am carrying him. What I want to share with you this week is when we forgive people, we no longer have to carry them, but God is going to show you how to totally release them. See, if I release him, it's not that he's following me. It was that through unforgiveness, I was bringing him. Now you can write. Oh, okay. So do you get it? See, so I'm connected because either he's locked in, and put that down. Because what we try to do over the years is create distance between people that we don't like. So he's not as close in my mind as he used to be, but he's still connected to me. In other words, you don't immediately see him anymore. But if you talk to me long enough, he'll show up. Now that's enough to get out of church on right there. We can do offering and get out and say, oh no, I can't miss this. And so a lot of you understand right now, God is wanting to put something in your hands. He's wanting to bless you. But God cannot do what he needs to do because you're still connected to the people who have stolen from you in the past. And sometimes what God is about to bless you with is specifically for you to be a blessing to someone else. Here's the news flash that you can't stand. Now all of a sudden it's getting down to a 90-year challenge. Well, Pastor Rush is going to take me longer than 90 days. No, it might take you a long time, but it's not going to take God a long time. And see, here's why a lot of times in church, the pastor will preach things, and people get excited, and they shout. You know how we shout. We shout, we holler, we come down, we fall all out, and then we don't do good later because we don't understand that the way God operates. There is something that you need to do to be able to separate you from those who did those things to you. I would even go out and say today that there are most people in your life that you are having fights with that aren't really the people you're fighting with. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Come stand. Come over here, son. Son, stand on the other side of him, behind him. See, I'm arguing with him, but in reality, I'm fighting with him. He's getting a whole lot of what we didn't finish. When you make me sick and you do that one more time, he's going, one more time? I haven't even finished. I didn't do it right. What I'm not going to have you doing to me anymore. See, and I'm very angry at him. Now, watch this. Move him out of the way, and all you see is he and I. It'll work better if it's a female. Come here, precious. Because I really don't feel right doing you like that. No, I'm trying to be all example and all, but so I'm arguing with you, but in reality, it's him. Now you're fussing at me, but in reality, you're fussing at him. I don't see him because I thought y'all were disconnected. Now, I believe you hate him. I believe you don't want to see him anymore. I believe you're not trying to call him. I believe you, but what I also believe is you never released him. And so his purpose in your life was to destroy you when he was there, and he's also ruining your future because even though he's not around physically, he hasn't left here because you have not released him. And you have not released him because you have not learned how to forgive. Some of you still hate white people. Oh, I'm going all out there this week. Yes, I am. Because they made your grandmother pick cotton. You don't even know them. You just read it. You don't know your grandfather owned white slaves. See, you got to keep reading. So, but you have a huge barrier against people because you won't release it. Well, Pastor Rush, you act like you don't know what they did. I know exactly what they did, but I know what I can't allow them to do now. Whoever that they are. So when we start talking on forgiveness, one of the first things we're prone to do is to make sure that if I forgive, see, it's going to make me look so guilty and people will think I'm wrong. You got to understand now, you got to get past what you think people are thinking because they're already seeing you as ornery, mean, self-centered, egotistical, performance-based person because of who's still connected to you that will never leave you. Take the rope and start walking. Release it a little bit at a time if you want to, not all of it. Now, the problem was before, see, that everywhere I went, this guy was following me. The problem is now, I'm following her. And I'm saying, hey, come here for a minute, babe. Hold on. And so every time I get close to her, I can't get close to her because I got to keep going through him. And I'm wondering why, y'all not getting this yet. I'm wondering why I'm not getting on further with my life, and that's because she's still connected to whatever problem. Now, I'm not saying that I can't get past him. So I get past him, and I finally catch up with him. Turn around, girl. And when she turns around, what she constantly does, keep going, because what she constantly does is we're finally able to talk. And so we are finally talking. I'm trying to make sure that she understands who I am in God. I'm trying to understand who she is in God. And what I don't realize is that every time I get close, something, I don't know what it is, but something always. And what we want to show you this week is if I can get you to just release this, allow me to hurt you myself. I deserve my own chance. Touch somebody and tell them I'm new. It's time for you to make some new mistakes so you can see who in your life is really forgiving. Can I start teaching? I'm gonna start tomorrow. But I gotta earn your trust a little bit today because see, what people will do, let me tell you how this works also. See, somebody who is no good is gonna come to you and say, Pastor said forgive. And that joker's still no good. So I got to show you how to forgive. Cut that joker loose like a virus. You can see him every day I'm not telling you to move back in with that rascal. I'm not telling you to give her anything else. Just don't allow her to keep you locked in or locked out of what God has next for you. I'm not saying go back to your old job. That's over. I'm saying forgive them before you take them to your next job.